Hello, world. Me again. Me. Yes, and me. What's up? Listen, Cyberpunk has death threats? Cyberpunk death threats? Huh? Well, it seems like the delay of Cyberpunk is having the developers are getting death threats. You know, um, when it comes to delays, okay. I remember when it comes to delays, why did you think Breath of the Wild was being delayed for so long? When it comes to when Nintendo was delaying Breath of the Wild for so long, reason being they were trying to get it to work on the Switch. Okay, that's why they were delaying it so long. Because first they made it on the Wii U, but then they moved it over to the Switch. But anyway, um, delaying a game is not bad. It's not a bad thing. But when you intentionally delay it, you know, now you're playing with your consumers' feelings, and now things might get out of hands. As far as the developers are getting death threats, you probably didn't mean it. It's one thing to say it. It's one thing to say it, you know, then to carry it out, then to perform perform it is another thing. So what you say can have consequences, and I hope nobody carry it. I mean, I hope nobody act on what they act on what they said to these developers. But anyway, listen to this though. It says your Cyberpunk 2077 developers getting death threats following delays. It says here following CD Projekt Red most recent delay for Cyberpunk 2077, developers on the games have reportedly received death threats. Senior game developer Andrew Zawadzki took to Twitter to air his frustration regarding the action of some of these fans. The game was supposed to release on November the 19th, but has been pushed back 21 days, and now release on December the 10th. Instead, while Zawadzki made it clear that he understands why fans are disappointed, he also took the opportunity to stand up for his fellow developers on the game, calling out those that take things to such an extreme level. Cyberpunk 2077 has faced numerous delays, and it's easy to understand why some fans are frustrated. However, at the end of the day, the development team has put years of effort into making the game the best it can be. No one involved want to see the release delayed further. In the tweet embedded below, it's clear that Zawadzki is just frustrated by latest setbacks. Zawadzki says, "I want to address one thing in regards of Cyberpunk game delay. I understand you're feeling angry, disappointed, and want to voice your opinion about it. However, sending death threats to developers is absolutely unacceptable and just wrong. We are people just like you." Here's the deal, man. With today's gamers, you can't fool them. You can't play with their feelings, and you can't shortchange them. Look at what EA did with the loot box situation when they tried to sneak it up in Star Wars. The fans brought it out. And look what happened. Look what happened with Anthem. The fans brought it out. See, when you delaying the game one time is one thing. Delaying the game twice, okay. One time is one thing. Two times, like, okay. When you delay the third time, now it becomes a problem, because now it's like, okay, why is the game being delayed for so long? And then you delay it again, and then you delay it again. So now you're playing with the fans' feelings, because remember, Cyberpunk has been in development for almost what 4 or 5 years at max. So the game should have been that's plenty of times. That's 24 hours. There's 365 days. Let's say Cyberpunk was being in development for 5 years. So that's 24 hours in each day. And there's 365 days in a year. and it's 7 days a week. That is plenty of time to get the game working on all platforms. Now to delay it again, you had a date, you delayed it and you had a date set. You delayed it and you had a date set, right? And then like soon as the date was approaching, you wait. It's like the developers like waited like to like the last 3 days before the actual date, and then they moved the date again. And now the fans are like, okay, because some of the people that play video games were actually developers, so they know what goes on behind the scene. So for CD Projekt Red to be delaying the game like three times, you can delay a game up to 3 times, but anything above 3 times, now you're playing with the consumer's feelings, and this is what's happening. So to me, this delay was intentionally done, because remember, if you've been working on the game for what 5 years, that's plenty of time to get the game finished, plenty of time. And if you delayed it within that 5-year period, and then you had a date set, and then you delay it 3 times after that, that's the max. Anything above 3 is ridiculous. So that's why these fans are upset, because they're like, wait a minute, you've been working on this game this long, you keep delaying it, and now we gotta wait till December the 10th. You know, you had them all hyped up for the game, and now you delayed it. So this delay was, to me, it's like it's intentional. To me, this delay was very intentional, and that's why they get upset. I just hope that none of the fans went out, do what they say what they was gonna do with those death threats. I hope they were just joking about it. But even if they were joking about it, I mean, saying it is even worse. So I just hope they can catch themselves before they go out and actually do it, and then they're gonna have to deal with the consequences of that. But sending death threat, I mean, I understand why they're frustrated. It's like, this game has been in development this long, and you're talking about delaying it, and it's like the gamers probably give you like 3 times to delay it, but anything above 3, it's unacceptable, and that's why they're upset. So anytime if you delay it, like if you delay it in like 3 times, we'll let you go 3 times. That's it. But anything above 3, now we're looking at you. So this is what CD Projekt Red is doing. They probably had this planned. They probably had the games finished, but they probably were like, okay, you know what? We're gonna make them wait some more. Let's delay it till this day. They delay it 1 time, they got away with it. That's 1. They delay it again. They got away with it. That's 2. They delay it again. They got away with it. That's 3. And then when the day comes for you to release the game, you say, oh no. You probably said to the development team, oh no. Let's delay it again just to play with their feelings. Now you're going into deeper waters, and now the fans are coming at you. So I understand why the fans are mad at them, but the CD Projekt Red must know that they can't keep playing with people's feelings, because today's gamers are not stupid. Today's gamers are not stupid. They're not dumb. They know when they're being shortchanged, and they know if a game, just like when they jumped over the Avengers game, or they jumped over Anthem, or it was what was that Star Wars with the loot box, because when Battlefront 2 came out, I didn't know the game had loot boxes in it until somebody exposed it, and then that Star Wars fan base is huge. It's huge, and then you went and think you could sneak it in there, and then think you was gonna get away with it, and then you had people who was playing games on cell phones, and they know what loot boxes are, but they were Star Wars fans, and then they saw that. Oh no, you weren't gonna get away with that. So you can't fool today's gamers, man. Today's gamers are a lot smarter than you think. They're a lot smarter than you think, and you developers need to understand that. So we'll let you delay the game for like 3 times, but after that, no more excuses. No more excuses. I remember when Sony what was that? When I think it was Last Guardian, the game was supposed to come out on PlayStation 3, and instead of delaying it on the PlayStation 3, Sony said, okay, we're going to move the game over to PlayStation 4. And that made sense. You know what I'm saying? Versus trying to make it for PlayStation 3 and then delaying it. PlayStation came straight out and said, look, we're moving the game over to PlayStation 4. Made more sense. But with CD Projekt Red, it's different. You delayed it once, that's one thing. You delayed it another time, that's another strike. You delay it 3 times. So after 3 times, everybody's like, what? What's taking this game so long? And then now you're going to the 4th time, and then the 5th time, and then people are like, okay, so now you're trying to play with our feelings. Now then the gamer's like, okay, now we're serious. And then this is what happened. So you can't play with today's game. It would have been better if CD Projekt Red came out and said, look, we're not going to put the games on the Xbox One and PS4 because of their hardware. It's outdated. If they would have said that from jump, then the gamers would understand. Okay? Then the people who had the PS4 or Xbox One like, okay, in order for us to play this game, we'd have to go get an Xbox Series X and PS5 to play it. But to sit there, but now that you got the virus and then Phil Spencer comes out and says, okay, you know what? We're going to let you play next gen games on this generation's console because of the virus and the availability of the newer consoles. We're going to let you play. And there is no excuse for CD Projekt Red not for them not to bring in the game for them not to making the game work on the PS4 or Xbox One. They should have had that done already. But it would have been better if they would have came out and said, look, we're not going to put this game on the PS4 or Xbox One. We're going to put this on the PS5 and Xbox Series X and call it a day. But when they're playing around like this, and then the user base for the Xbox One and PS4 are huge versus the user base for the PS5 and Xbox Series S, you're gonna have problems, man. Come on. So I mean, the developers need to know that you can't play with the consumer's feelings. Today's gamers are not stupid, man. You know, they might not be in the studios working on. They might not be in the studios working with you, helping you work on a game. But today's gamer are not stupid. They're not gonna. You can't shortchange today's gamers, man. You can't shortchange them. If you do, you will definitely hear from them. You know, if you do, you will definitely hear. You can't shortchange them, man. And CD Projekt Red need to learn this. You know, you can't. We will let you delay the game for 3 times. After the 3rd time, now we're looking at you like, what's the holdup? You know, if you have a date set, meet that deadline. If you can't meet it, be like, okay, fine, we're gonna delay the game, but we'll give you 3 chances to. We'll give you three delays, and after the 3rd one, now we're looking at you. And this is what's going on here. So I hate to see that they go into getting death threats. I hate to see them getting death threats, but this is the gaming world we're living in. Today's gamers are very demanding. They don't like to be shortchanged. Okay? And this goes out to you console manufacturers that's out there. You cannot shortchange today's gamers. They're not going for it. Okay? This is one of the reasons why this is one of the reasons why I didn't get the Nintendo Switch. I stayed away from it. I said, I am not going down that road anymore. Okay? Because the Wii U was actually better than the Switch. Way better than it. The Wii U just needs some CPU power and RAM behind it. And that was it. You know? And I went away from that, and I went and got an Xbox One, and my gaming experience has been fantastic. Because I told myself I'm not going to miss out on games anymore and be shortchanged. You can't shortchange today's gamers, man. You can't do it. You know, so these gamers have been playing games for years. And you best believe most of these gamers, they do a lot of reading and research. So you best believe they'll let you delay a game like 3 times, but after the 3rd one, they are looking at you. Anyway, Nice talking to you, beautiful people. It's Khalees. It was a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Work, dark side. I'm gone. Peace.